So what is it that you want? What did you come here for? What is it that you want out of this? And I mean really want. I don't mean intellectual ideas about what you want. I mean it from the body, underneath. What is it that you really want? The mind might say, I want enlightenment, but what is enlightenment to you? Because really the person's always looking for feelings. It's always looking for a particular feeling or response to life. So it's looking for the feeling of feeling good if it wins the lottery, or the feeling of having enough money. And they're not really feelings, but they come with the feelings behind them of satisfaction or joy or happiness. So what feelings is it you want? So we have the story, we want enlightenment, but what is that? What is enlightenment? And the reason why I say it comes down to feelings is because that's what's actually happening, is the sensations appearing in the body, the responses appearing. So you have an idea of what money will bring you or what love will bring you, and have an idea of what the feeling will be when you get that. There's no other way around it. Whatever way you imagine it, whether it be saving someone, it's always a feeling, a sensation that responds to that imagination, and you think, that's it, that's what I want. So what feeling is it that you're looking for? So if you imagine getting enlightenment, what does it give you? What is it that you're imagining it will give you? On one level, it's really important to understand what the human wants. We often go around in life believing we know what we want, but that's not really true. Normally, what we think we want, we think we know we want, is money or a girlfriend, a boyfriend, kids, a house, a job, a new dress, a new shoes, new decorations, food, cake, chocolate, sex. So these are the stories that go around. And what is the feeling that you really want from them? That we never are conscious of. We're always conscious of the story we're telling ourselves. And why it's important to understand is it's important to understand the way the person is set up and the way the person is functioning on one level. And when you really begin to understand that person and you really begin to understand that character and what it's doing, you'll notice that it always wants love. What it's really going for all the time is love in everything. What that separate person wants is the feeling of completion, the feeling of wholeness. But I can't really tell you this. This has to be really seen and really explored as to what you want. And the thing that's really tricky about it is that which you want underneath, when you really begin to see what you want, is kind of beyond a feeling, but you know it. You know it really well. You've always been looking for it. In fact, in a way, you could say it's always been there because you've always known what it is you want, because if you didn't know, you wouldn't be able to seek for it. So in one way, it's always been present. It's right here. What you want in all the things, what you want for yourself, what you want in enlightenment, is always present. And it must be, because in order to imagine getting something, you must know it. You must be able to taste it. It's here. It's present. What you're looking for never left. The other things, the getting the food, the chocolate, is a sensation of pleasure which arises and disappears, or a sensation of pain that arises and disappears, but it's actually not that interesting. It's kind of, we prefer pleasure to pain, but it's not that interesting. What's really interesting is that sensation of completion when you just feel home. And you know it, or it is known. It's what's always been and what will always be, no matter what you think you need and want, or think you don't have. This really see clearly that the person is always going for that. In the lover, in the friend, in the food, in the sex, in the watching TV, it's always trying to get to that bit of completion, that moment where it feels home. And this isn't something to learn. This isn't something you'll learn from a teacher. This has to be seen. As this becomes seen, the addictions to trying to find it in time and space will begin to disappear. What you're really looking for is not obtainable, but is your nature. It is that which is experiencing itself. It's this presence. It's not containable, but it's here, beaming. The reason that it feels not present is because there is the fixation on the person that's telling itself the story. It needs something and it's incomplete in some way. And that's become the energetic expression. What you're looking for is that sense of being. And it's not really a feeling, but it's known, it's a sense that this is, that you are